Gold and silver are almost there, right on the cusp of glory. Hey there everyone, it's Joe, and this is your weekly precious metals update and analysis brought to you by Ainslie Bullion and the Gold and Silver Standard. Use the time codes below to go to your favorite metal. We're only doing gold and silver today. You're looking at gold here on the monthly time frame, I should say. In US dollars, 1,996 US dollars. We're using the tradingview.com website. So let's stick with the monthly for now. Normally I would punch into the weekly and go to the daily, etc., to sort of give you the weather report, see where we've come from, but maybe we might even just use the monthly for now. So let's do a quick sort of more macro overview. You've got the first top here, did make an all-time high, a new all-time high. That was in August of 2020. Then we had the double top. It was definitely a double top because you saw a massive move down in both sort of time and direction in terms of price, I should say, bottoming out at around about that 1,600 US dollar level. Then we made the third play. Now, most people argue that triple tops are not a thing. We have seen some consolidation, but nothing like this right here. And we were going, it's heading down, it's heading down. Where's the floor? Round about there was the floor. There's your support level right there. You could see that at $1,800 roughly. And just in October, we did come down to that area. Some people sold at that point, and others were saying, no, look, very likely you could see a bounce from here. We certainly saw that bounce. It was a false breakdown, and in October, it just ripped right back up to close to that $2,000 level. And many people, including myself, were saying that November could be the month that we finally break through the final hurdles. The final hurdles I've been talking about, at least for gold, and let me pop on my indicators right now, is that roughly $1,990 to $2,000 level, give or take. So what I mean by that is we really need to see, and I needed to see it close above on the monthly time frame above that $2,000 level in order for me to say, the bull market is absolutely, it's not a triple top, it's 100% confirmed. Very, very confident, much more on the, much further than 50% confident, but just to seal the deal, had to close above on the monthly. And in October, we didn't close above $2,000 on the monthly time frame. We closed at, again, that sort of 1980, 1990 level. And we have yet to break through this downtrend line right here. But November is looking good. So as you can see in November, we had that spike down, and actually we'll pop into the weekly because actually even pop into the daily right here. So we had that move right down. There's the downtrend line right there, that yellow line. We had that move right down to that $1,925 mark. I had been talking about that, and in last week's video, it was good to see, and this was all about good signs for gold and silver. There was your $1,925 mark, and then we were back over this horizontal line right here at 1,960. That's what made me think, hey, good signs that we are heading onwards and upwards. And since then, so since last week's video on the daily time frame, we did find that at support. And right now we're heading back up into that territory. We actually broke 2,000 US dollars yesterday. We actually pierced this downtrend line. Now, of course, downtrend lines are never going to be perfect, but I think I've drawn that in as best as I can. So we have pierced above it. It is yet to close above it though. And that's on the daily time frame. Certainly have not closed above on the monthly. But let's take a look at indicators which may suggest that that is more likely than not. So I'd take a look at the weekly time frame right here, where it's Wednesday, so we're in the middle of the trading week. So we've got a couple more days, a few more days before trading closes. But take a look at the relative strength index. We had a move up above the average and then a bounce off it. It seems to be heading in the right direction, which is upwards. You want to see that move up on the relative strength index into overbought territory. And more importantly, let's take a look at the monthly for me, and that's again once above that average, and it seems to be moving in the upwards direction as well. I also just really like that spike down, and the fact that we have, so it's the 22nd of November, the fact that we have roughly, so that's a week or so, a week and a couple of days until the end of the month. When I see this candle right here, this hammer, definite hammer pattern forming like a Thor's hammer, that to me signifies more bullish than bearish. So could November be the month in the next week or so where we pierce above and close above that $2,000 level? If we do, I'm going to say, oh goodness, we are on our way upwards. So that's why I say we're almost there. We're right on the cusp of glory. So basically that's just what I need to see. Again, daily time frame, same thing. I just want to see it move above and hold above and keep as support that $2,000 to $2,010 level. Really, you want it to hold above this little high here of 2010 US dollars. Roughly, but a close above $2,000 is a pretty darn good sign for me. Yet to do it. This is on the monthly time frame, of course. Could November be that month? Post a comment below, let me know what you think, but it's looking positive so far, so almost there. That is gold, and let's just take a quick look at silver as well. Almost there on silver, I would say. Not as close, not as almost there on silver as we are on gold. As I said, with gold, I'll quickly flip back. My final hurdle is around about that 2010 US dollar level. Have to close above it on the monthly time frame. Then I think we're just off to the races. Out of interest with gold, I should say, my next major target, that's months and possibly a year or so ahead, who knows, is this level here around about 24 to 2500 US dollars. But going back to silver, we're not quite there yet. My final hurdle right here, if you've been watching these videos, is $31.20, although we're getting pretty close. So if I have a look at this on the monthly time frame, what I do like is that we are starting to creep back into above this average on the relative strength index on the monthly time frame. On the daily time frame, let's take a look. Where were we last time? So I was saying last time with silver that I liked the fact that we were back above and into this range here of $22.50 to $23.50. What I said that I would love to see is a move back above $23.50 and holding above that, and at least on the weekly time frame. And we've done that so far last week. So last week we actually closed above. Sorry, this is the daily time frame, I should say. So we punched up through that $23.50 area, and technically, did we close above it for the weekly? We did. So that's a great sign as well for me. So right here we closed above $23.50 on the weekly time frame, and we've had that little spike down as well, and so far we're back above in that range. And again, we have a few days until the close of the trading week. I am more positive that we see higher prices this week than a big dip. I don't think we're going to see a red week for silver. That's my humble opinion. Again, not financial advice, not necessarily the advice of Ainslie, but a more positive, more than 50% positive. We see a green week, and that I think more than 50% chance. I'm positive that we see a green month for, obviously, I definitely think we see a green month for silver. I don't think we're heading anywhere down near 2280. I don't think this is going to be a red month for silver, but there's a good chance we even end the month in the next 7 to 8 to 9 days, possibly above this downtrend line, but that's the next hurdle for me. So on the weekly, what I'd love to see is a move above and a close above. That would be an absolute brilliant sign for silver. So that's why I'm saying we're almost there. We're right on the cusp. Breaking down, I have my targets here. I'll keep that at $23.50, $23.30, I think, technically. And I'll leave these other ones here, that $20.70 area. That's a key Fibonacci area. But also take a look on the weekly relative strength index. And this is why I'm positive for silver as well as gold, is we are moving in the direction towards overbought on the weekly time frame. So that's positive for the weekly. And as I said, on the monthly, we're starting to head back into the upwards direction. Now I'll just see how close in I can get technically. I don't know why I have that there. Technically, we have actually, if you have a look, if we go in a little bit further, even though the month has yet to close, so this hasn't solidified just yet, we are back above the average. So as long as we close the weekly above the price that we currently are, $23.77 roughly, then this will close for the month above the average, and that's a positive sign for me, directionally speaking. So I am positive for silver and I'm both positive for gold. We are almost there. As I said, with the silver final hurdle, that's 33.20, but in between, for me to be 99%, we've got to break above that 26. We've been talking about that. And then the final 100% confidence is breaking that 31.20 area. But I'm positive for the next week in silver. And I think if not November, December will be the month for gold. It might take a little bit longer for silver, but I am both positive. I'm positive on both the precious metals. We're almost there, right on the cusp. Tell me what you think. Are you positive, or do you think this could be a huge fake out and then it's back to lower levels? Post your comments below. Are you bullish or bearish in the next month or so? What do you think happens in the month of December? Give me your predictions for the end of the year. That is it. Want your comments below. Please let me know. Please like, share, and subscribe. And of course, head over to ainslieBullion.com.au. We have our Black Friday special on right now. 1 ounce silver kangaroos and 10 gram Perth Mint minted gold bars. I'll put a link below to those specials up until the end of business on Friday. Balance your wealth in an unbalanced world. Take care. We'll see you next time.